Late Night with Johnny P show is pre-recorded in front of a live studio audience.
Hey everybody, it's Joe Causey from CBS FM 101.1 in New York City. I am doing it all the way live. It's Late Night with Johnny P. This guy, in one word, forget about it.
So, you don't have a week to hang out with him. Here's an hour with Johnny P. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together, make some noise for your host this evening, Johnny P.
DJ Eddie. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Late Night with Johnny P show. I'm your host, Johnny P, and I'm here tonight to celebrate Christmas Eve. How's everybody doing tonight? Let me make some noise. This guy in the red jacket, he's a real funny guy. You know what I'm talking about? He's a funny guy. Let's give it up for the budget here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Christmas lights at their finest on the table. Charlie Brown's Christmas tree. Johnny P, what are we going to do tonight? We're going to talk about the 7 fishes, Vinnie, from, Gobletzel, Gobagol. Wait, Johnny, those are not fishes. That's meat. Yeah, whatever. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and welcome the heat miser, the cold miser, and every kid's worst nightmare to wake up to on Christmas morning. The man, the myth, the legend, Johnny P.
Welcome to the Late Night with Johnny P 2015 Christmas show. How's everybody doing? Music supplied by the one and only DJ Eddie. Let's give him a hand. And everybody knows this guy has more names than Mr. T. We got Vinnie Medugno over here. That's it. I'm going to start collecting copyright forms on that. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. I know I did. Always a lot of drinking and eating, and I put on a couple of peas this last couple of weeks. What do you think, Chris?
Oh yeah, I'm trying.
So we got a great show for you tonight, and the Late Night Band, Tony Trainer, they were off. They were supposed to be on tonight. Tony Trainer is actually in California doing Dancing with the Stars, so we wish him a lot of luck. This show is dedicated to 2 of our friends who passed away this past month. George Abel from Nucci's Restaurant. He used to take all our orders. He's a good friend of mine. He used to bounce at the South Shore Country Club and all the clubs around the area. Second is actor Frank Albanese from The Sopranos and Goodfellas. Frank was always at the show, and they'll both be well missed. George and Frank. We actually got a clip of Frank later we're going to show. So, but our first guest up tonight, let's give it up for strong man Eric J. Morse. We have the inventor of the friendship light. We have Jack Giambano here tonight. Mr. Christmas himself, Vinnie Medugno. You see them on the Howard Stern Show, Artie Lang, Opie and Anthony. Let's give it up for the comedian, Bob Levy. And the musical supply tonight again, DJ Eddie. Take it over, DJ. Vinnie, how you doing, buddy?
Johnny P, it's always fantastic to be here. Thank you so much for having me, everybody. How great does he look? It's Christmas time.
Come on.
I love it. Last year, I think I was here for the Christmas special, and this year, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank our sponsor, the local 99-cent store, for the great Christmas tree.
1,000%.
It's fantastic, John.
We got a shoestring budget.
I love it.
You know the deal.
Love it.
I got stuck up there a little. I always get stuck. I don't know. I get all choked up.
It's great. It's fantastic. You know, I think because, you know, you had such great bonds with those two gentlemen that passed away, so they will definitely be sorely
It's a shame.
missed.
That's why you never know. Life is short. You never know when the last time you're going to see somebody.
Absolutely. But you are very good at making sure you see people again, John. And that's why I want to shout you out and congratulate you. From what I'm understanding, there's a NYB reunion coming. None of your business.
None of your business, yeah.
Talk to me about it. Tell me about it. This is very big. Johnny P's getting back together with his original band that composed the theme song to the Johnny P Show. When is this
What's the matter? Everybody's hands stuck with glue?
I'm telling you.
No, it's the theme song that you hear that opens up the show. None of your business is NYB. We're not doing nothing big. We're just, after 10-year breakup, we're going to get back together for a couple of shows, and then we're going to bring them on late night. It's been a lot of fun, and, you know, it ain't going to be on a full-time scale. It's just going to be a couple of gigs here and there, and that's it.
Listen, I didn't get the memo tonight. I'm kind of like ticked off. I wish I would have been able to join in with you two. You and Eddie are all nice and coordinated. I feel like one of Vito Paccone's doo-wop groups up here in this jacket. You know, only for Johnny P would I bust out the St. George Theater wardrobe.
Come on, that's a promo you gave me on the flyer.
Absolutely, because you said you wanted something special for Christmas. Johnny P, I know you invited me to do the host chat with you, so I want to ask you, Christmas in Johnny P's house, give it to me. What's the food like?
It's the best. I mean, we used to have Christmas in my house every year, but ever since my father passed in 2009, we just, it's not the same, but on my in-laws' side, it's great. So it's like I split the day up. I go to my brother's for a couple hours, and then I go to my fiance's for a couple hours with her family.
She's the best.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun, and Christmas is great.
Very good.
You know, different. You know, every decade's a different time.
Well, I want to thank you for having me. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa.
That's it.
Happy Easter eggs. Whatever else. What do they say and analyze that?
Happy unemployment line, right?
That's it.
Now talk about this two-man show you're doing with Charlie.
Ah, does everybody know who Charlie Polveromo is or what? Let's give it up for Charlie. Charlie, I see you, man. Nice to see you, buddy. Charlie Polveromo's a fantastic talent. 19 years old, goes to Wagner College, and him and I are basically like Frank and Dean, Dean and Jerry, whatever else you want to call us, but we do all the old school music.
Yes.
And it's fantastic. And we've been really having a fantastic year. We've been in the studio recording some material together. And it's just a lot of fun when you got two young guys who respect great music. You
100%.
know, you were raised on it. And we just do our thing.
Vinnie's new album came out, what about 6 months ago?
Yeah, just about. Yeah, at the end of the summer.
Good luck with that. You're doing good. They're going fast, right?
Absolutely. And, you know, well, do we want to spoil the surprise now, or do we want to wait till after our trivia game?
Let's wait till after the trivia game.
Okay, because it is Christmas, and I'm all about the gifts. And
you know the old
calls me
school
Mr.
saying
Christmas.
of being an independent artist. You sell half and you give the other half away.
Absolutely.
You have to.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's all about
Sharing.
putting it out there and letting people enjoy the good stuff that's on it.
Listen to me. Who used to say, Joe Franklin, when he came on the show, he goes, yeah, I had a bestseller. He goes, 500,000 books. And I still got 300,000 in my living room.
That's right.
You know, what good is it? What good are they there if someone gets them for free?
Absolutely.
At least someone could remember you when you die.
Let me tell you something. It's such a... Well, gee, thank you, Johnny, for that morbid sentiment right here at Christmas. Happy holidays to all of you watching at home.
Listen, that's how I look at it. That Johnny P was all right.
No, but it's actually really nice. I get stopped lately everywhere I'm going, and to hear people say, I saw you singing here, I saw you on this television program, or I have your CD. It's really nice. It's really rewarding, and it just goes to show how people do still respect good music out there. So
100,000%.
I'm honored to be doing it. I want to thank everybody out there for all the support on this project.
Yes. And you know what's good? The first couple of years, like when we first put the record on Amazon and CD Baby and iTunes, you get nice checks. Even if you're not on the radio, you get a couple thousand. Then after a year, it costs a couple hundred. Then after a couple years, now, and you don't bullshit. I got a check last week. It was for $2.99. You know.
All right. See, you could have stayed home for one day from work. That's good.
But that's just how it is.
Absolutely.
You know,
So we have some pretty cool things coming up.
Yeah, talk about your events.
Yeah,
St. George, all this stuff.
you know, you're going to be joining me. You know, it's Divas Night Out is always fantastic.
Yes, well, we have Mrs. Diva herself, Andrea Leota, in the audience.
A matter of fact, Eddie, the whole crew for Divas Night is here. Eddie's the DJ, I MC it. Johnny P comes down and throws a little monkey wrench into things. Andrea throws it. It's a fantastic event. And it's great for shopping right before the holidays.
Put it this way, like Eddie was like the perfect first guest ever. Anytime like someone new comes to the show, the day of the show, they ask me how to get here, what time they got to be here. I'll talk to guests that I book, and 3 times before they get here, they'll ask me the same thing. Or I just go to the website, the times are there, the directions there, the phone numbers there, the studio audience there, and they call me with this nonsense.
But this guy is fantastic. I mean, if I ever become like this world-famous celebrity, I'm going to have you as my publicist.
Don't forget this. Remember he said that, because I'll knock you in the head with this thing.
Yeah, you'll knock. This guy calls everybody's phone all day, 3 times a day. Vinnie, I know you're teaching in the classroom right now. I really don't care. Your students can wait. Are you coming to the show? What time you get into the studio? You got a sound check. This, that. Johnny P, tell me something once. He tells me something 27 times.
Yeah, but
God bless him. If I was ever famous, he's the guy. Don't talk to me. Call Johnny P. That's what I'm going to tell him.
Forget about it.
You're good at what you do.
I did once today. I know your MO. You're the only one guy that I don't have to prep.
Absolutely. Never. Listen, we've been doing this long enough now, huh? I feel like Ed McMahon and you're Jerry. That's it. Here's Johnny. Make some noise for Johnny, everybody. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Yes. Now I gotta pay. Okay, so now listen, what else we got here with all your stuff?
Well, first of all, you know, family roots in Little Italy. My mom grew up there. It's a very big cultural thing for us. But I was invited not once but twice to perform with my guy, Brooklyn's own Joe Causey, live Saturday Night Block Party. CBS FM every Saturday night, and every year we've basically transformed that corner of Grandin Mott into basically the Johnny P show on stage in front of a huge audience. It's a variety show. We do whatever, whoever comes down. It's a fantastic time.
And what about Cousin Brucey? Cousin
Brucey, it was a fluke thing. My brother actually produces at Sirius Satellite. His opening act canceled, gave us a call. My brother said, Vin, you got to open for Bruce's San Gennaro show. I says, you know, I'm like Causey's guy. Got to do this without Joe getting mad. But Joe was like, are you kidding me? This is fantastic. Bruce loves Joe. Joe loves Bruce.
And you know what I got to say?
I'm the bastard child.
How old is he? 82?
Yeah.
He looks beautiful.
He looks fantastic.
He looks great.
But one of the greatest things I have to say, folks, about performing at the San Gennaro Feast for the Cousin Brucey show, not only did we go live on Sirius Satellite, I looked out in the audience and I saw John and Michelle. And it was the greatest thing. Just to know that they came all the way from Staten Island to see me and Charlie.
On a Saturday.
Do our thing on a Saturday. I just want to say thank you, my friend.
Listen,
because you really are a class act.
Thank
and
you.
You're the best.
I respect anybody that does the right thing.
Thank
you. Know that.
Thank you. You were there for Lemon Creek last summer. And then, of course, your friend to the show right in the front of the audience, Vinnie Vella, was there. And
we got to give Vinnie Vella a hand. He's the man of Mulberry Street.
Yeah.
He does the Vinnie Vella show.
Absolutely.
It's only me and him.
Yeah, yeah. So it's really been a good year. I've been extremely blessed. The title of the CD is Happy Heart. And honestly, John, everything that I've been doing lately has made me very happy. And I could say it's all humbling, it's wholesome, and I don't forget where I come from in doing it lately.
Well, listen, it's about that time for late night trivia.
Okay, let's have some fun.
People who don't know this, we ask a couple of people for our studio audience to come up. We ask you a couple of questions. You win a prize, or you just go home.
Yeah.
So let's see some hands. Who wants to come up and sit down? Come on, you come up here, Matea. Let's give her a hand.
I don't know. She's a champion, though. In the past, she's won.
She was on last year. Anyway, let's give it up for Dawn Campbell.
All right. Hi, Dawn.
Hello.
Hello, Dawn.
Well, I'm going to ask a very simple question, okay? And this will be my 12th consecutive, well, my 11th consecutive year of doing it, but it's the 12th anniversary. Which fantastic Christmas show do I headline every year, and where?
Well, you do headline in the
The where?
St. George Theater.
Yes, you got it.
Kid is 2 for 2.
All right, Dawn, you're mine. Chris, I want you to you're going to get fired soon. Let's get that audience going, baby.
Let's go, everybody. Johnny!
He's a funny guy. You want a hard question or an easy question?
Hold the mic, sweets.
All right, I'm going to give you a hard one first, and then if you don't get it, who was the president of Vietnam from 1945 to 54?
I'm good. I'm a teacher. I don't even know that one.
Ho Chi Minh.
Was it him?
None of you were going to get it. Ho Chi Minh.
Oh, gee, men.
I wasn't born yet. Sorry.
Yeah, but
Sounds like a selection on the menu.
if you're good in history, you should get that. I knew that.
Right? How do you like your Ho Chi Minh cooked?
All right, you ready? This is fairly easy. Which U.S. state is named on the label of the Jack Daniels bottle?
Oh my gosh.
Tennessee.
You got it.
That's my area of expertise.
All right, listen, you two guys. She wins the next one because this is an adult book. Kevin DeBlosky was on our show before, so it's a book called Polarized, Sex, Lies, and Family Betrayal. You win a Vinnie Medugno CD. You get something from DJ Eddie, his mix CD. And then you got some friendship lights over here, so this is for you.
Look at that. You got your stocking stuffed.
Thank you.
And then, Matea, you get the same thing minus the book. And a Happy Meal, okay, here. All right, let's give him a hand.
These lights are really cool.
Merry Christmas!
Ho, ho, ho. John, the lights are really cool. You'll hear about them later on in the show. This is really exciting, what he was telling me about this light. He made you a special one, and he gave me the red one to go with my debonair jacket tonight. So
It's amazing the talent that we bring on this show. It's like the modern-day Joe Franklin show. But listen, Vinnie, thank you guys. Thank you for coming.
Thank you. It's
You
my
gonna do
pleasure.
me a favor and you're gonna come and sing a couple of songs later on?
I am. I just want to shout out the St. George Christmas show.
Yeah, definitely.
That's December 11th, 12th, and 13th. December 5th, I'll be doing something at Snug Harbor. So follow all the social media. John, I'll see you in a little while. We're gonna be doing some good songs for you.
100,000%. All right. Well, listen, our first guest up tonight is his first time on cable TV. Let's give him a late night welcome for strong man Eric J. Moss.
Good evening. My name is Eric Moss. I am a performing strongman. Before I begin, I need you guys to understand that everything I do is legitimate. First one up, this is a structural steel bar. This is what they use to make buildings and bridges and that sort of thing. It's generally not meant to be bent by normal humans, but I am not a normal human. Not finished yet. Superman is the only one that can bend steel. Now, performing strongmanism is an old form of entertainment that was popular about 100 or so years ago. Basically, in the 1800s and early 1900s, entertainers would walk around doing unbelievable feats of strength. But an entertainer wasn't recognized by his peers as a strongman until he could bend one of these. This is a 60-penny nail, and the only thing that I have for protection is some soft suede. Nailed it. This is a frying pan. They say that they're dishwasher safe. I don't think it's strongman safe though. Ooh, can you hear that? I have one more feat for you guys. This is a steel reinforcing bar. This is what they put into concrete to give it tensile strength. Basically, this is the same thing that you drive on top of with your car every single day. And you guys saw me bending some stuff, but I'm gonna bend this one a little bit different. This is a mechanic's cloth. And what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna put this cloth up by my nose, like so. And then I'm gonna take this reinforcing bar, put it right on the bridge of my nose, and then I'm gonna pull down. Now to get a feel for this, everybody take your finger, put it on that spot right between your eyes. That's where the steel bar is gonna be. And when I do this one, I like to get a countdown from 10.
Oh gosh.
And I'll cue you guys when to do it. Let's get that countdown.
10.
You gotta be louder than that. I'm bending steel with my face.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Come on, come have a seat. Come on, one more time, Eric Moss, everybody. This is unbelievable because I used to be in a concrete union years ago. They use this to make buildings. And, you know, crazy, watch. Unbelievable. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. How are you, Johnny?
What's going on?
I come bearing gifts.
What do you have?
This
Money?
is the book I wrote.
Oh, man. Performing Strong Man's Experience. Check it out. Awesome. We will get into this during our conversation. You were born in, where you said you were born in New Jersey, weren't you?
I've been born and raised in New Jersey. I've lived there my entire life.
Livingston?
I grew up in Rockaway,
Okay.
and I live in Hopatcong now.
All right. Now listen, you before you started with all of this strongman stuff, you're a personal trainer, and you still do it. You run your own shop, right?
Yep.
Talk about it.
My personal training studio is in Parsippany, New Jersey.
Right.
It is kind of in the armpit of 80 and 287.
I know exactly where that is.
Yeah,
My cousin had a shop over there. Did you ever hear of Modern Martial Arts?
I have not.
It was right there. They closed down about a year and a half ago. He was there about for 10 years.
You know, and people seem to eat up this whole strongman thing.
Oh, this is great.
Yeah, and you know, I sort of discovered the whole performing strongman concept when I was a personal trainer. I always came at it from the standpoint that if people were going to pay me money, I needed to learn things that they couldn't find on their own. And I found this small little subculture, and these guys are doing unbelievable things. And I'm like, these guys know something that the rest of us don't know. And what I discovered from them is that strength isn't about what's here. It's about what's up here
It's on your mind.
and in here.
Well, your mind controls pretty much everything.
Right, right.
When
And
you get mad and you get raged, you could do things that you never could do before.
Absolutely. And when, you know, like, let's say that there's a mother who's never picked up a weight in her life. All of a sudden, she sees her kid trapped under a car. She's able to summon up an incredible level of power. Now, is that just a miracle, or is that in all of us already? We just don't know how to tap it yet.
You gotta know how to tap it.
Right.
That's everything.
Right. And I was personally mentored by New Jersey Superman Greg Matonic, and he came into my life at a very, very difficult time when I was wondering what the future was. And it was out of the goodness of his heart that he offered to take me under his wing to teach me these unbelievable things. And unfortunately, I was his last student before he passed away, so now it's up to me to teach the world
Yeah.
what I know. like, it filled up the book. The rest of my life was, before that, it was only 2 chapters.
So I know there's keys of being a strongman. Is that part of it?
Absolutely.
Mind over matter?
Absolutely.
Any other tips out there for anybody that want to try what you're doing?
I would say learn the history of everything that we do, and in particular, look up a book called The Spiritual Journey of Joseph Greenstein. His stage name was the Mighty Atom, and he was even smaller than me and could do unbelievable things. He would take spikes and bite through them, like spit the other end out and take chains and bite one link at a time, hold back airplanes with his hair. Cool stuff.
Now, you just broke some kind of record. What was it? The Guinness? When it just happened today? Tell everybody. Inform me. I don't know. I just heard before.
I set the world record, and I just got it officiated earlier today. I wasn't even sure if it was going to be official by the time I got here, which is why I didn't tell you about it, because I don't want to count the chickens before they hatch. But I bent 8 reinforcing bars on the bridge of my nose in less than a minute.
Jesus.
And the only reason I stopped is I ran out of reinforcing bars.
Holy shit. That's great. Come on.
It was rough. Thank you.
So what are you going to be, the 2016 Guinness Book?
Well, this is officiated by Record Holders Republic.
Okay, I heard of them.
Yeah.
Well, good. What's your future plans?
Well, in the audience, my beautiful fiance is there.
Oh, yeah, where is she? Stick your hand up. Hello.
One waving. Yeah. And some of my future official family is going to be there as well. So I'll be joining their family as she joins mine.
Does she have a PC Richards appliance card or no?
Probably not.
You might need him with all the stuff you're going to break and bend. Don't piss him off. Make sure you make him some good eggs and ham in the morning. Well, listen, Eric, all the best. And I want you to come and visit us at least once a year now with some new stuff. How's that?
Absolutely.
Social
Sounds
media,
like a plan.
people can find you?
Absolutely. Strongman Eric Moss on Facebook. I have an Instagram page for Eric J. Moss.
Beautiful. All the best. I see good things for you in the future. All right, everybody. Eric J. Moss.
Thank you very much, everybody.
All right, Eric J. Moss. We're seeing him real soon. But we forgot to tell you before, Vinnie, everyone in the studio audience goes home with a Happy Heart CD. So let's give it up for Vinnie. Mr. Christmas, you're going to love it. All right, my next guest up tonight, he's the inventor of the friendship light. Let's give a late night welcome for Jack Giabanco. All right, my man. How you doing, Jack?
Hey, pretty good, Johnny.
Good to see you, brother.
Great to see you as well.
You know, I was losing sleep all week. How to say your last name?
You did it right.
We did.
Congratulations.
I got lucky this time. It's all good. Johnny P. incorrectly. So congratulations on everything.
Thank you so much.
Listen,
really appreciate
we
it.
got to tell everybody your story. When I gather that you had a dream one night.
Yep.
You woke up and you came up with this idea of the friendship light, and everything was history. Tell us your side of the story on this whole thing.
Well, it all started in 2012. I had a dream of people from all nationalities and all walks of life holding these little lights as a sign of peace and unity. And it wasn't a normal dream. That dream touched me deep inside. I got up. I spent a year, day and night, doing everything I could to learn how to make these myself.
Get out of here from that one dream.
That one dream. My life at the time was all in turmoil. I had just gotten laid off. I had all problems in life, with everything from finances to just life in general was beating me up.
Yeah,
so you turn on the news and it's all wars, crime, bloodshed, brothers against brothers. And so something must have happened that night in my dream. And I got up, spent that year day and night, the hardest year of my life. I had no idea how to do this. Each day it seemed like the universe gave me something to keep on going forward. It was just amazing. And finally did it. And once I did it, my whole world opened up. I started going out, putting notes on them that said, if you're sad, lonely, or missing someone special, please take this friendship light. And I go to hospitals, I go to places where people I thought would really appreciate it. And from there, Channel 12 News finds out. They say, can we send a camera to trail you? So I said, just as long as you don't bother the people, it's a personal thing. They said, we'll stay back. I said, okay. So they did the piece on me. The piece went viral. Everybody started finding out about the lights. They wanted to get involved with them. They wanted one. And from there, it's just starting now to really take off. And the whole message is, the light stays on for up to a year. You never shut it off.
And it stays on?
All the time.
That battery lasts you the whole time?
Up to a year, yep. When it goes out all the way, you make a wish. And legend has it, because my dream came true when I created them, that yours will as well. And it's a reminder, every time you look at the light, it's a reminder of your own dreams in life. So that's what they're all about, and I thank God for giving me this, to taking me on this journey. It was very hard, and now I'm able to get out there and meet the people, so it's a total blessing.
I believe that is a blessing, and it takes a special person to do what you're doing, actually. What do you think, right?
Thank you so much.
Just to remember a dream is hard enough. No, people, like when you dream, you
forget.
You remember, but you forget. You know, I remember some of my dreams, not all the ones I like to remember, but if there's something really cool I remember, I dream, I write it down, like, oh, I had dinner with Robert De Niro last night. No, seriously. You know how I see this, like the modern day fortune cookie? Like, no, seriously. Like you get a fortune cookie, you read the fortune, it makes you, you know, you're like, oh, what does it say? You get a little bit of hope.
Yeah, well, each one equals one wish. So.
Yeah, this is just another sign of hope.
Yes, exactly.
And I think that's a good thing. I think my gut feeling says you're going to do very, very good with this.
Well, it already is. You know, just the fact that that year, that whole troublesome year, was such a lonely time for me. And now that they're out there, I think I feel success. I feel the success that it's already helping people. So, from this point on, I just want to help as many people as possible. So I'll just keep on going.
Now you do a lot of charities, right? As you were saying.
Do a lot of charity work. In October, I do a pink event where I give away over 100 pink friendship lights. Usually go to Washington Square Park.
Why pink?
Pink because pink is the color for cancer
breast
awareness.
Cancer, right?
Breast cancer awareness.
I thought that's what you meant.
Yeah, so they're all pink.
That's great.
And so I just want to give back. It's my way of giving back because all that time, me struggling, and I felt that, you know, there's obviously other people out there in the same position. If I can do something to help people, I believe in karma. I believe in the law of attraction, and it's just something I want to put out. We're not on this earth forever. And while I'm here, I just want to give something that's going to last beyond me. When I pass on, I want people to know friendship lights and just keep it going forever. So
I don't know, between you and Vinnie Medugno and all these guys, you're going to turn me into an altar boy. So, no, it's all good. Now, talk about the celebrities that came across your path. I know some of them, some of my friends, too.
Some been on the show, I believe.
Why don't you ramble off some of their names?
Well, first of all, I have to thank William DeMeo, who really took the friendship lights right away. And he invited me to a set of his movie Back in the Day.
The new movie, yes.
New movie. Same day, happened to be Alec Baldwin on the set. He goes, Jack, I think Alec would appreciate this message. Will you come? Give him a light and just spread the cheer. So I brought some for the cast and crew, and I had one for Alec. So when I got a chance to meet him after I watched him doing his thing, I gave him it, and I told him a brief story about it. He's very busy, so I gave him a briefing on it. He looked at me dead in the eye and said, Jack, I believe in you 100%. Thank you. Put it in his pocket, and he was off to his huge trailer outside.
Yeah, that's
so
cool.
It feels good knowing that he has one.
I know William a while. He's a good guy. He's a hard-working guy. He's one of the hardest-working, up-and-coming big actors that are out there.
And the list goes on and on.
How did you wind up stumbling into the show?
Well, I had been following you because a lot of these guys have been on your show. So through their Facebook, I see the links, I see them on your show, and I looked at your show and I said, wow, this is a great show. The quality of your show is just unbelievable, and I think from that point on, somehow we connected, and you asked me to come down as an audience member. You said, I'm not going to have you on the show until I meet you, because I guess you didn't know me at the time.
He was strong on me to come on the show. I said, come down to the show first.
This is a dream come true being on this show.
If it's a dream come true for you, then I must be doing something right.
I believe you are. And I appreciate you inviting me on this show. It really means a lot.
My whole desk is moving. I'm getting, you're giving me
excited.
a woolly over here. But it's a lot of work, just like you said. This is a lot of work. There's a lot of prep. We got a great working staff down here.
I think your intro really got me. Your show intro was just so cool. I was like, this is so awesome.
Well, actually, since you're bringing it up, me and Vinnie were supposed to talk about it. 2 weeks ago, we just shot a new opening of the show in the city.
I saw some online. You posted something.
For people who don't know, actor Thomas G. Waits, he's a director as well. He was Fox in the movie The Warriors. American Buffalo with Al Pacino. He came down while we were filming. He directed the main scenes in the city out of his own time. So what's plans for the future for you, Jack?
I'm just continuing on. Wherever the universe takes me is where I'm going. Each day when somebody new finds out, a new opportunity opens up. I get invited to schools, a lot of movie sets.
I'm going to put you on the spot right now.
All right.
Okay? If you do make it big with the lights, you promise me that you're going to make the Late Night with Johnny P personal friendship light.
Absolutely. We'll put your logo right in the middle.
What do you guys think? Because I want to be able to carry some of that good karma around with me.
Yeah, and it would mean a lot to me if you did carry it with you. So absolutely, it's on camera. Yes, I will make Johnny a special version for his show.
If not, you go in the oven head first. No, listen, I think this is a beautiful thing. And then what's the surprise you got for everybody?
The surprise, I actually made you a special light. It's in my pocket. It's the Italian flag colors. One of the first where I mixed 3 colors together.
Wow,
This
sick.
is your own light right here. It's for you.
Look at that. The Italian stallion meets John Travolta, right?
And when the light goes out, Johnny, you make a wish.
I gotta go pee. No, wait. No, this is great. What happened? Doesn't this have a necklace?
I got the necklaces, backstage.
Don't give me half a product. Okay? I appreciate it, buddy. Wish you nothing but the best.
Thank you so much, Johnny. Really happy to be here.
All right, Jack Giabanco, everybody.
Thank you.
You see him in Tours of Us near you. But my next guest up tonight, you seen him on the Artie Lang Show, Howard Stern Show, Opie and Anthony, the Today Show, and every other show that would have him. Let's give him a late night welcome for the Reverend Bob Levy.
AC/DC, baby. Good to see you.
Gotta love AC/DC, right?
You got it, man. Hey, that guy that bended, that was amazing, man. I wish you could bend your collar back to 1976.
Well, this is 1977.
No, it looks good because it's Christmas time, and it basically, if you had it tucked in, it wouldn't look good.
I'm so confused. So how's it going, buddy?
Good, man. It's good to be back on Staten Island.
I was going to say, born and raised.
Born in Brooklyn, Great Hills, 10308 for life.
You've been in the comedy scene for the last 25 years, from Atlantic City to Vegas.
Yeah, everywhere.
Now, what's going on these days with you? You got a new podcast? You got a new documentary coming out?
Yeah, we're doing a podcast documentary with Kevin Smith. Everyone knows Kevin, Artie Lang, Anthony Cumia, all the big names. We're going to be doing it, and it's showing what's going to take over, because regular radio you can't listen to anymore. It's the same songs over and over.
100%.
And yeah, so this gives you an opportunity to listen anytime you want. So it's a great thing.
Well, you know what it is? There's too many commercials on the radio these days.
Exactly. Everybody, it's killing TV because people fast forward through it. So commercial people are like, why am I going to pay if people are going to fast forward through it now?
No, 1,000%.
Yeah.
Now, listen, what I want to know, talk about your days. How was it working on the Howard Stern Show? The good parts and maybe the bad parts.
It was great. I mean, look, he was somebody I looked up to, you know what I mean? I mean, basically, you know, one of the reasons I got into comedy from listening to him, and also, you know, one of you guys that work here, Frankie D'Augusto.
Sound guy.
Yeah, hung out in bars with him, and my job at the bar was to make fun of new people that came in, so they would fight us.
Really?
So yeah, that was it, and that's how I got into comedy, and then listening to Howard.
So were you a bartender, or were you just a regular?
No, I was just a guy that sat there that was very good at busting chops. So it worked.
That's great. Now, one of your past co-workers, Jackie the Joke Man, he's the one who named you the Reverend, right?
Yes.
Why don't you tell us a story about that? Because that's kind of funny.
Well, the first time I went up, everything went great. You know, when you start at the beginning, you don't know. It's like you don't know any night at all anyway. It's new. I mean, you're trying to make people that you don't know laugh. So the first time went great. The second time, I ate it big time, and they were totally offended. The audience, and he goes, "Hey, how about a hand for the Reverend?" You know, as a goof, and it just stuck. And now, you know, then I was headlining after 2 years, and I'm like, "This is a pretty good job, man." Beat selling pot by the schoolyard.
That's for sure. I hear you.
Yeah.
I grew up with a lot of those guys.
Yeah.
That you also co-hosted on Howard 101, right?
Yeah, no, I had my own show. Yeah,
What was that?
Miserable Men.
Miserable Men, right?
Yeah, it was a real good show. It was just basically about, you know, everything that upsets you, anything you want to talk about to get off your chest, you can call in, and we were the experts. So if you needed advice from us, you were really messed up.
Hey, listen, there's something for everybody out there.
Well, that's what it is. If you can laugh and every day, you're gonna be happy. You know what I mean? If you wake up with a smile on your face, and if you go to sleep with a smile on your face, there's nothing better than it, you know?
I hear you.
Then you have to clean up in the morning.
Now, why don't you talk about when you were working in Philadelphia on the radio stations out there? That was like 2008?
Oh, that was with Kid Chris. It was just like Chris has this mind of how to do radio and how to get away with the words on regular radio, and we would get away with them until they figured them out, and then we change them around to something else. But it was such a great show, and the fan base was great, and then same thing in San Antonio. And to me, he's one of the best radio guys, and that was the most fun I probably ever had on radio.
I think Danny Bonaducci, wasn't he doing a radio show down there too?
For a short time.
For a short time, right?
He's more of an act than anything, you know?
Danny Partridge.
Hey, what do you got?
I love the Partridge Family.
Hey, man, that was porn back then.
Yo, that was.
What's her name, that girl?
Lori Partridge?
Oh, man.
She was hot.
Believe me.
And then she did some like soft porn like years later on
Did she really?
one movie when she went topless. I forgot what it was. I was still a young kid. But I watched it anyway.
Yeah, of course you did.
I was like 12 years old.
I was waiting for Thelma from Good Times to do it, but, you know, she was hot.
I ran into Thelma a couple of years ago.
Did you really?
At the Chiller convention.
Wow.
Another one we're going to get on the show. I got a business card home. She looks good. She looks really. They had the whole cast of Good Times there. Jimmy Walker, they were all there.
Yeah. Well, Jimmy Walker was at the car wash I was at. He works there now.
Now or no?
No.
I was going to say, poor Jimmy.
Yeah, he's doing good.
He was great back in the day.
Oh, you know, that was one of the funniest shows. I mean, I was watching today, Married with Children, and there is no shows like that. The writing on that show was amazing. They can never get away. Like, I mean, it was the one with Sam Kinison was on, and he was showing Al Bundy what life would be without him from A Wonderful Life, and everybody's life was better without him, and it was the greatest thing. And Sam Kinison was like, "You're a loser. It doesn't matter. They're doing so much better." And all the kids were proper and everything. And Kelly was smart. But the writing, when you look at it and you look at the shows today, it's the same thing over and over. Everything right now on TV is basically a ripoff of The Honeymooners. It's the fat guy with the beautiful wife.
Yeah.
You know, come
100%.
on. You got to be
Kings
able to
and
let
queens.
new people in and write and you know, change it a little bit. I mean, I watch a little TV. That's it.
Same thing with the music business. It's like, what's happening to society today?
Well, music was going to make a spin around soon. We're going to try to bring back rock. My son's band is doing it, and it's gonna happen. We got big people behind it that work with Hendrix, Janis Joplin, the Ramones, Joan Jett.
Your kid is very talented, you know. And I wish
No, the whole band is. Billy Thoden, one of the best guitar players at 14 you'll ever see in your life. I mean, they do Voodoo Child.
Yeah, I'm still waiting. I want to see that. If he does Voodoo Child, then he's on his.
It's amazing to see these kids do it. And we're basically going to be, there's a song that they have, it's about the troops, right? Mm-hmm. About them coming home. And basically, I hit up I go, can you hook me up with one of the, the organizations? No, the organizations, you know. And I said, I want to give you half the money from the song. Mm-hmm. And I showed them the song, grown men crying, going, this is our song. And they go, would you do something even further and come and, like, you know, make awareness of what's going on to us and that, because they need a voice. Nobody sticks up for them.
No, 100%.
You don't know any vets around you that live around you. We're going to change everything. We got a guide dog, not a guide dog. The guide dog is for the blind people. These are service dogs. They charge them $20,000 to $40,000 for these. I got a guy that's doing it for $4 grand.
Wow.
So we do a few shows, boom, people get their guide dog because people are afraid to come out of their house. You don't know what they go through.
What they went through, exactly.
Yeah, and
Traumatic
they come back to
stress.
what? They come back to, hey, screw you. You know what I mean? We're going to cut your money. We're going to do this. Not going to happen anymore. We're going to take it back.
I dig it, right? Come on. They're the real heroes. When did you just come back, Frank? On the Artie Lang show, right?
Artie Lang show I just did today, and it was probably the most crazy, fun, I didn't know what the hell was going on show we ever did, and it should be up tonight on the net.
I'm a big fan of Artie Lang.
He's a great guy and a great talent, man.
And who else was with you tonight?
I had Louis Twitchell Santani, who was on MTV's True Life, I Have Tourette's.
Uh-huh.
And Mike Bichetti, Staten Islander.
Mike was on the show.
Yeah, I love Mike.
You know what? Mike.
And Stacy Prushman.
Oh, she was there too, another guest on the show.
Yeah, that's what they said.
Stacy's a sweetheart.
Yes, she is.
Mike, I gotta tell you, Mike got over 50,000 hits from just being on this show.
Well, that was him at home, just keep replaying it.
It probably was.
He's a great guy, man, and you know, we're trying to, you know, today was a show where we were trying to say, you could do, you know what I mean, instead of coming back, people always go, just forget about it. No, you don't forget about it. You fight for everything. You don't give up, you know? I never give up. No matter what, you just land on your feet and keep going, no matter what happens. No
Listen,
matter
this
something
is the
bad
school of
comes.
hard knocks, right? You
Hey,
get
look, man, I
knocked
grew up
down.
in Staten Island. That's what it is. I know how it is to be tough. This is the toughest place I grew up in. When I grew up in my era, would you say? It was a tough place, you know, and you can ask Frankie, his brother Dave was a guy, you know, maybe your height without the collar, but he would be able to beat up bounces that would start with him, and it was just it was like the craziest thing living here, but, you know, it was like, we got out of it, you know, and now I'm clean.
Only the strong survive.
Well, that's what it is, or somebody that, you know, gets married 3 times and moves to Jersey.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know?
back in the day, every town had a gang.
Yeah.
Every town had. You think we were
It was
the
a town against
boys.
a town. Yeah, you were the Bay Boys, also known as the Gay Boys. But we were great kills. We sounded rough.
That's it. He's
We
gonna
were rough.
get bagged tonight once he goes home and he watches that TV.
What, teabag? No.
You know, I always wanted to be on the Artie Lang show. Hopefully one day
You know what?
we can make that happen.
I'll bring you in there with me.
That'd
You know
be-
what I
that'd be a
mean? Because
beautiful-
I know you want to go on there. And like I was telling him, I got to go do. I got to do a show. I got to do a show. I got to go do it. And he go, explain it to me. And I go, I'm supposed to be there. I got to go. And but no, I'm going to talk to him afterward. He's one of the.
He's a funny guy.
Not only is he a funny guy, he's an everyday guy, and he'll do anything for his friends. Like, that's the way I grew up too. You have to, you know what I mean? The main thing is you have to take care of your friends. You have to be good to people. If they stab you in the back, they're done.
Yeah,
you just
exactly.
get rid of them. And once you weed out the
bad energy,
life is easy, man.
He's good friends with a good acquaintance of mine, Ace Frehley from KISS.
Okay.
Yeah. What about the rising with the Reverend Bob Levy? Is that now?
No, that's gone.
Okay.
That's on my fan page. I moved it over to the Reverend Bob Levy. But the whole thing is, I have Beauty and the Beast with Sahari. Sahari.
See, I didn't know what that was. I thought it was just a skit.
She's a Cuban girl. Spitfire from.
That's the one I was listening to today, right?
Yes, with Miami.
She's going to kick your ass?
Well, yeah.
She's funny.
She's funny, and she's beautiful, and she's on, you know, Telemundo. She wants to make it on TV out here. She'll be moving out here.
All right, good.
You know, so it's fun, and then we do my show with John Kensel and Joe Conti on Radio Misfits. We're all on now.com.
Yeah, RadioMisfits.com.
Check out.
the
It's
Bob
fun.
Levy
You
Show.
can listen to it anytime you want, and we really don't care what, you know, we say. And
You've
we
been
have a good
very
time.
low-key tonight. I thought we had all the bleeping all ready for you.
No, you see, I can do this. I know how to work
You're
clean.
nutty like that.
What do you think? I'm gonna fucking curse? No, really. I know what I'm doing.
I heard our executive from CTV and Time Warner Farrell see this Bob Levy. You got to watch out for him. Just be ready with the
People always say that in this business. They don't, because they hear something. They hear something. You know this business.
No, it's cool. I was looking forward to you cursing a little, but that's all right.
Go f yourself.
All right. Well, Bob, it's always a pleasure. And I definitely want you to get your son's band on the show.
You definitely. It's a pleasure to be here, man. I'm so glad I made it through the car fire to get here.
Yeah, it's
I was
true.
going to stop and help people, but I had to get here.
We've been trying to get Bob on for the last 2 years. Finally made it.
No, I told you.
I know you're busy.
When things really fall apart for me, I'll be here. No, I'm kidding.
No, that's all right.
I love you.
It's all good.
You know I love you, brother.
All right, everybody, the Reverend Bob Levy.
Thank you, guys.
Order in my studio. All right, the Reverend Bob Levy. Check out his new podcast. Go on his Facebook. All the information is there. My next guest up tonight, he goes by so many names, but tonight he's here as Mr. Christmas. He's radio personality, singer, just a great guy. Let's give it up for the legendary Vinnie Medugno.
Thank you. So I love the idea of these lights. What do you think about them? They're fantastic, huh? And, I want to thank John because he was a big support when my grandma passed away. This is our first Christmas without her. We're coming up on a year, and my grandma and my Aunt Antonette's favorite color was purple, and my grandma's was red. So I'm going to put these by their graves and keep them lit and say special prayers for them because they really were my best friends. So.
Good idea.
I want to dedicate this song to everybody that knows what it is to be happy that they have loved ones in their lives. And Johnny P always invites me to be here every Christmas, and there's really no place like being home for the holidays. Give it up for DJ Eddie D. Here we go. This is from my Mr. Christmas album. If you like it, you can follow me on SoundCloud and download this one for free. It's called I'll Be Home for Christmas. I'm dreaming tonight of a place I love even more than I usually do. And although I know it's a long road back, I promise you I'll be home for Christmas. You can plan on me. Please have some snow and mistletoe and presents by the tree. Christmas Eve will find me where the love light gleams. I'll be home for Christmas if only in my dreams. I'll be home for Christmas. You can count on me. Please have some snow and mistletoe and presents round the tree. Christmas Eve is gonna find me where the love light gleams. Thank you.
And there you have it, Mr. Christmas. What a great talent. What's up, pal?
Thank you, my man. Thank you so much.
Every time I see you, you sound better and better.
Thank you. Thank you.
God
I really
bless
appreciate
you.
it. Thank you.
We drink a lot of green tea or what?
Yeah, just, you know, take care of yourself. That's what you have to do.
I mean, I see all those pictures on Facebook with your mother. She cooks all this great food.
That's what makes me feel good. That's what gives me a real happy heart.
Oh, forget about it. Well, listen, before we close out the show, I have a special little clip from actually Christmas show in 2010 from the late night show. This was with one of my ex-co-hosts. I used to do the show like Kelly and Michael, Kelly and Regis. I used to sit here, and she used to sit here. But we got a clip of me and Frank Albanese, who passed away, the actor that I got choked up with before. So, control room, let's roll it. Now listen, before we get into all the stuff that you're doing now, and a lot of audience people, a lot of Soprano fans out there, right? All right. How was it playing Tony Soprano's Uncle Patsy?
Love doing it. Great actors, great directors, great crew, very professional. I loved the show. It's a shame it's gone off, but there'll be bigger and better things, hopefully.
It's going to go down in history, but The Sopranos.
Definitely. And that's talk. They're going to make a movie. I've heard that for a couple of years, but eventually I'm sure they will. I don't know when, though.
Yeah, that'd be a big blockbuster.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I mean, out of all the characters and the actors that you worked with, who did you like bond with probably the most?
Well, on The Sopranos was definitely Edie Falco. She's wonderful, a terrific actress, very easy to work with, you know, and a wonderful woman. And also liked Tony Sirico. He's another
crazy. He's crazy.
Crazy
right?
guy,
Funny.
very funny guy, very, very easy to work with, very professional.
All right, Frank Albanese. Frank was a real special guy.
Yeah, I had the pleasure of meeting him a couple times too, and just a very down-to-earth, humble guy.
He used to love to eat when he came here.
He did.
That's why we had extra food tonight, you know? He used to have 3-4 plates.
Well, we'll be thinking of him this holiday season.
Well, Frank and George, we love you, and you will be missed. And Vinnie, it's always a pleasure having you.
Johnny P, thank you so much. This really is the best start to my holiday season.
Oh, forget about it. Sit here while we close it out. Vinnie Medugno, everybody.
Thank you so much, everybody. Merry Christmas.
Don't forget to check him out at the St. George Theater Christmas show, Divas Night Out on December 3rd. Bada bing, bada boom. I'd like to say special thanks to everybody who came out tonight, my studio audience, my guests, my whole great, dedicated CTV staff, and my personnel. Without you guys, I wouldn't have a show. We are in the market for a great floor director, so we're putting it out there. Any information on the show, just go to www.johnnyptv. And just have a great holiday and a better new year. And I'm Johnny P. Take care.
Make some noise. The star of the show, everybody. A real Christmas gift to all of us. Johnny P. Thank you.